Alright guys, how's it going? And welcome to a new mini-series that I'm going to be starting on the channel. This series is going to be a sort of 5 minutes with series where I go through loads of people associated with Burton Albion and just ask them some Brewers related questions. So first off, to start off the series, we have Joshua Murray, the Burton Mail Sport reporter for the Brewers. Hi Josh.
Hey Jack, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you. What about you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Cheers for having me on.
So Josh has followed the Brewers for 3 years now, writing and reporting on them, in, of course, the Burton Mail. So we'll hop right into the questions.
We'll go in.
Okay, so Josh, which team did you support as a child?
Don't know how popular this would be, Derby County.
Might have to, it's fair enough.
I'm from Derby. So.
Yeah, it's fair enough. Can't argue that, can you really? So, what was the first match you went to? Or that you can remember?
I think the first game I went to was Derby against Sheffield Wednesday at the baseball ground. So when I was probably about 3 years old, something like that. I think I went with my dad and couldn't tell you what the score was though. So yeah, that was my first game. Then I had a season ticket for a few years at once they moved to Prime Park as well.
Okay. So, what is the best stadium you've ever visited?
Good question. I've been covering Burton, I suppose probably Old Trafford this season in the League Cup. That was pretty special, going there. So that would certainly be up there. I think I've been to the Olympic Stadium, although that was actually for athletics, but that's a pretty cool stadium. So I suppose they're some of the biggies. There's a couple of others I really like. Bizarrely to say that I'm a Derby fan. I really like the City Ground, Nottingham Forest. I think that's got a real charm to it, and I suppose as well that first Burton game in the Championship has probably made it a little bit more special as well. I know they didn't win, but that was a pretty amazing game.
So for the likes of Old Trafford and, as you mentioned, the Olympic Stadium, was there any sort of reason that they were up there, or is it just the build of the ground, how big they are?
I don't know, I suppose Old Trafford, it's the history as much as anything. It's sort of knowing what's been there, and again it was a special occasion going with Burton, because little Burton Albion, if you want to say, playing against Manchester United. I mean, can't even imagine what it must have been like when they went the first time, sort of back in 2006. So I suppose it's the sort of that special nature, and it's the atmosphere that grounds make. I mean, again, the Olympic Stadium was a bit different because that was actually athletics, but that was sort of the World Athletics. There were lots of British athletes competing, so I think stadiums themselves are pretty special in how they're made up, but a stadium ultimately is made by the atmosphere and the noise generated, and that goes a long way as well.
Okay, very interesting. If you could have played for any team, who would it be and why?
I mean, I suppose again, you know, growing up as a Derby fan, probably when I was a kid I would love to play for Derby, but then I suppose in terms of if I could play sort of with any team or whatever, I think I remember the Manchester United team that won the treble in 1999. I sort of watched a lot of them, so that would have been pretty cool to play in that team. I suppose, how about, let's be topical, I'd quite like to be playing for England right now in the World Cup. I mean, I know this is being recorded a day before the quarter-final, so by the time it go out, who knows, but at this moment in time, the field-of factor, it'd be quite good fun to be playing for England at the World Cup.
We just got to hope now that after you've said that, we don't get knocked out by Sweden.
If I've jinxed it, then I can only apologise.
We'll find out shortly anyway. You guys will of course know the score. But if you could have scored any goal that's been scored by any footballer in any match ever, which goal would you have liked to have scored most?
That is putting me on the spot there, isn't it? Well, let's go for a more straightforward one first. Let's go Burton Albion. Probably Tom Naylor's goal against Gillingham here on the last home game of the League One season. Again, talk about the reaction, the noise from waiting for that goal. I know it wasn't the most incredible in terms of how it was scored, bullying it home at the back post, but that was a pretty special one. So in terms of a Burton Albion goal, I'd have quite fancied scoring that one. Any goal ever, I don't know. A goal that always sticks out for me, again, from when I was a bit younger, the David Beckham free kick against Greece to get us to the 2002 World Cup. I remember jumping around the house when he scored that one, so that would have been a pretty special one to score. I'm sure there's, man, I'll tell you again, talking about the World Cup, the French defender Pavard, who scored that screamer against Argentina the other day, that's probably my favourite goal of the World Cup, so that's the one that jumps out at the minute as well.
So who is your all-time favourite footballer and why?
Probably David Beckham again, because when I was sort of growing up, he was sort of the sort of the big footballer in England was. He was England captain. He sort of dragged us to that World Cup, and then part of that really successful Man United team. So I think as a kid he was probably, and I wore number 7 when I wasn't on the subs bench. So he was probably the one as a kid who I sort of idolised.
What's your favourite memory following the Brewers?
Oh, there's a few. Like I said, I've been following them for 3 seasons, and there's already been a lot. Both the Gillingham game here, you say that Tom Naylor goal, and then obviously the Doncaster game a week later. Sort of fans running onto the pitch, and that was pretty amazing. That would be hard to top. And then I suppose again moving it on a season, there were some amazing games. In the 2 championship seasons, I think the win over Derby here again. As much as I'm a Derby fan, I loved that. That was absolutely amazing. That was one of the best games of football I've ever been to. Again, the history of it all. So that was right up there. And then even from last season, I know obviously it didn't finish how they wanted, but that Sunderland game, the last 5 minutes, I don't know whether it was my favourite because there was a hell of a lot of that going on, rewriting match report, but as sort of drama goes, that's right up there as well. I've never seen anything like it.
That was mental. It really was.
Absolutely bonkers.
And what's your worst memory?
Worst memory? There's again, obviously it's the way the club's been. It's all been on the up and up. So there's not been loads of negatives. I suppose ultimately the last 5 minutes at Preston on the last day when he thought they'd pulled the miracle off, and my Wi-Fi had gone down, so I didn't know what the Bolton score. Well, I knew that Bolton were 2-1 down, so we were thinking we're going to do it. And then hearing the Preston fans cheering, and then the Wi-Fi working, and then seeing a Bolton 3-2 up. That wasn't much fun. I mean, for everybody really, the players, the fans. Obviously, it wasn't particularly enjoyable end to the day. So I suppose that was the lowest moment. But there's been plenty more highs than lows in the time I've been here.
Yeah, definitely. What's the furthest you've travelled to watch and report probably on a Burton match?
I have to get Google Maps out for that one. Sunderland was quite a long way. Cardiff, another one. There's probably going to be more in League One actually next season. I didn't do too many of the League One trips last time. I'd say Plymouth and Portsmouth I think will be the biggest next season. So yes, I think that they're back to back, aren't they, as well? I think in October. So that would be a few miles travelled in a few days, I think.
So obviously guessing from especially the Sunderland one, I guess that was definitely worth it. The Cardiff one, did you think that was worth the trip?
Well, yeah, we did it twice. We did also 3 times, I say. Did the 1-0 defeat in the last minute in the first season, so that wasn't the most fun trip back. That was the only time the job into the relegation zone, I think. Then the Carabao Cup game last season when Ben Fox scored his first goal and they won, and that was brilliant. We actually stayed over that night because it was Tuesday night game, and then came back obviously the Saturday after the defeat where they lost 3-1 in the league. So I mean, it's part and parcel of the job. But I love what I do. I love getting to go and write about football. It doesn't get much better than that, so I don't mind doing the travel.
Okay, fair enough. Apart from Burton, I think I might know the answer to this already. Is there any other club that you massively respect, and why is that?
Massively, I don't know about massively respect. As I say, obviously I grew up as a Derby fan, so I always look out for them, and really interested to see how it goes this season with Frank Lampard. I thought, well, who knows how it'll go, but certainly interesting, and could be really exciting. Could go either way. We'll have to see. But they're obviously the sort of team that I look out for. I don't know about respect. I suppose you respect teams for different ways. Burton have come up, through the leagues and done it in an incredible way, and there's other teams who are doing that as well at the minute. So it's always good. Then I suppose there's teams like Burnley you see punching massively above the weight in the Premier League, and what Sean Dyche is doing there, you've got to respect them. So yeah, there's a few.
Definitely. So finally, what are your thoughts going into Burton for the season? Obviously 2 new signings coming in 2 days before the video got uploaded. What are your thoughts on them, and do you think they'll make a big impact?
I think so. I mean, I think it's quite interesting actually, because for so many seasons you've almost known what's going to be the case. The last 2 seasons you knew it was going to be about battling against relegation. I think this season it's a little bit hard to know. There's so many unknowns. We won't know until the squad is completely decided. Also, there's so many strong teams in League One, so many teams who have got ambitions of going either back up like Sunderland and Barnsley, or teams who are on the rise. And so I think it's really hard to know. I think the start of the season is going to be really important. The first 6 6 or 8 games now, building some momentum, because obviously they've come off 2 seasons where it's been about that maybe against relegation. They need to almost rediscover the winning feeling, that winning momentum of knowing what it's like to string a few wins together, to be the team that people want to beat, whatever. So I think if they can make a strong start, you know, we know that they've got a squad, or largely a squad that came close to keeping them up, maybe another couple of players in as well. I think they'll have a good shout, but I think it's going to be really interesting because you just really don't know.
It's very unknown, definitely. Yeah. So that's it. Thank you very much for your time, Josh.
No worries,
hopefully you've enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And enjoy the new season, of course.
Cheers, mate.
Hopefully keeping us all up to date on the Brewers. And thank you very much for watching this video. The next one, I don't really know when it's going to be up, but it'll probably be in the next week or so. So we'll see you then. Once again, thank you very much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys next time.